What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. We're just gonna go ahead and jump right in and start with the tutorial. And I'm gonna be using for foundation is the Drawer Essential High Coverage Foundation. I used this on my last video and you're probably like, damn, can you show me something different? Well, no, because usually these two are my go-to. So, and I don't really like trying other foundations because my skin is really sensitive and I'm picky with it. But since I'm going in with the high coverage matte foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and start priming with this Urban Decay Quick Fix. I already love this, you guys. I drench my face in this. It honestly just feels so good and it's so hydrating, and you know, it really does the job, and I really like it, especially the way it smells. Just soaking up my sponge. Y'all, I wanted to upload every Thursday, but I was like, I had tried to do 2 different things and I was just like, I didn't like either of them, and I was just like, wow. Because I don't know, like, I guess things like that really do happen, because I know like some YouTubers that I watched and they would be like, I tried to do this but it didn't come out right, so I didn't do it. It's just like, and I would just be like, dang, that kind of sucks, you know. And then I went through the same thing basically, so I was just like, but here I am back again. I really wanted to do every Thursday, but I mean, I guess it was like, okay, I just did a different day, which is just move it to Fridays, because I want to do every Thursday just because my birthday was on a Thursday, so I kind of just wanted to keep doing it on a Thursday, but it's whatever, it's still early, I can change it. Also, you know what, let me get into the foundation so I can start talking. Finish my priming, going with the Tatcha Silk Canvas before I keep rambling and this video turns way too long. I literally hate editing because I talk so much and I laugh at myself. I think I'm funny and I have to cut out so much because I'm just like, dang girl, this video is gonna be a whole hour long with all your talking. Alright, so going in with the Joy foundation in the shade Latte. So yeah, I tried to do 2 different looks and they both didn't work out. I don't know, there were just little things about it that I didn't end up liking, and I was kind of annoyed with myself because I was kind of stressing myself out because my deadline was like, I have to do it Thursday, I have to do it Thursday. But like I said, I do go to school and I do work, so it was just really hard because I did it twice. I did 2 looks and I both did one before I went to work, so it was also kind of rushed, and I didn't like it because since I was rushed, I couldn't talk that much and I wanted to talk, and I had to cut out so much, so I was like, oh, this video has to just be quiet, and I was literally rushing, so I didn't like that about it. Then the other one, I think I had just came from work and I was closing, and I got out of work at 9. Well, 9:15, that's my clock out time, but that's if we get out on time. And so I came home, I ate, you know, did my thing, and then by the time I started filming, it was like 10:30 and I wasn't done till, I don't know, but like, I mean, it was late, especially because I had to go to school the next morning. So I don't know, it just wasn't working out. I think that was also kind of rushed because I don't want to sleep late either. Because like, if you know me, you know I like to sleep early. Like, I'm not gonna sleep late. Like, if I sleep late, that's because, I don't know, something wrong with me. But, you know, things don't work out, so I was just like, you know what, I'm not even gonna try to do it again, because my skin was also getting irritated. Like I said, I do have sensitive skin. I guess because I was trying to do too much, like my skin started feeling like irritated. Like when I would take off my makeup and stuff, I feel like my skin was like throbbing. Like it didn't like it. It didn't like that I kept putting shit, wiping off shit. Sorry. But especially because, like I said, I have dry patches right now and I've been having them for a while. I did go to the dermatologist and I will be getting back to them soon because they told me to call them in 4 weeks. Like, what? Because they're just dry patches and I don't know what to do about them. I don't know what they are. And I had already went for my appointment and they said to call back 4 weeks after I did my little, after they kind of reviewed them and whatever they did. Basically just looked at it. So yeah, since I also have those dry patches, like my skin was really irritated. Those dry patches were irritated. It felt like they were burning and I was just like, I can't. Like, I don't want to mess up my skin. I don't want to. And I already started kind of breaking out a bit. And I know it's because I've been putting a lot of makeup on. So I was just like, I don't want to mess up my skin, you know. In order to have a good base, a good face of makeup, you have to have good skin. You have to start with your skin, especially because I don't like wearing makeup to work. I like to be comfortable. I like to like move around and not have to worry about stuff being on my face, especially for school. Like, it's school. Why am I gonna wear makeup to school? I'd rather have a clean face than have makeup on me. Because, and that's, I guess that's what a lot of people do. They have like a lot of acne and they're like, oh, I keep breaking out, but they're the ones that like to put a lot of makeup on. It's just like, well, you need to calm down on the makeup. Just don't put makeup on when you do this, when you do that, when you do that. You know, you need to let your skin breathe because you're just constantly clogging up your pores. And for concealer today, I went with the Tarte Creaseless Concealer in the shade Light. And I don't put a lot of this at all because it is pretty thick. And I think you have to kind of work kind of quickly with this concealer just because since it is so thick and kind of like a cream basically, you have to work fast with it so it can be easier to blend that way. Before I did my makeup, I was like debating if I should do my eyes first and then my base, but I was like, nah, never mind, because I really truly, I like to do my base first and then my brows right before I do my eyes, just because I like putting my foundation everywhere. I like to make sure that I get every little spot on my face, and I'm just putting the excess on my eyes because that's gonna act as the eyeshadow base. And for cream contour, I'm going to go in the Smashbox Step by Step Contour Stick in the shade Bronze. I don't know if they sell these separately, but I did get these in a kit. But I really do like this shade right here. It's the perfect shade for me. I think the contour shade is a little too cool tone. And this is my other favorite cream contour other than the Chanel one. And I think this one is just a little more intense. And I'm just gonna set everything with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. Since I had already bronzed with the cream bronzer, I'm just going in with the Benefit Hoola bronzer now and really just chiseling out the cheeks and contouring everything up. And just a little bit on the side of the nose just to set that contour. And for blush, I'll be using the NYX Professional Makeup Sweet Cheeks blush palette. And just going in with this shade right here and this one up here. Basically the only shades that I like to use in this palette. And I'm using the Morphe M530. Patting and sweeping back. And just putting the excess on my forehead, on my nose, and chin, just so everything can look blended and even. And for highlight, I'm just going to use one of the shadows from the Modern Renaissance by Anastasia. And I'm just going to end up using this for my eyeshadow today too. And it looks like this. It is a oldie but a goodie. You can tell it's had a lot of love for me, especially this shade right here. I think it's the perfect base for all the eyeshadows. The reason why I wanted to use this palette is because I wanted to create a smoky, like brown eye look, and then just jazz it up with the Stila, I think it's called Glitter and Glow Liquid Eyeshadow. And also just because I want to just use one eyeshadow, I don't want to bring one eyeshadow palette. I don't want to bring different eyeshadow palettes to create looks, but just because I don't want y'all to feel like, oh my gosh, why is she using so many things and make it harder for y'all. Well, if y'all are interested in what I use to get it, so, but I mean, a lot of people do own this, so I thought it'd just be easier just to use this one right here. And I am gonna dip into Primavera as my highlight shade, and I'm using the Morphe M510 for that. And I also put some Vitamin right here on the top. And I'm just gonna go back in with the blush brush and kind of blend everything in together. Alright, and I'm just gonna do my brows real quick and I'll be right back. Alright, so I'm back and the brows are snatched. I think brows are literally my favorite part of doing my makeup. Even when I don't do my makeup or like do those no makeup looks like on the weekends. Lately I've been doing that at work. I just do like a little bit of concealer, a little bit of brow. Obviously not as harsh as this, but just a little, and I really love it. I just feel like it frames the face beautifully. Alright, so I'm just gonna go with this shade up to the brow bone, just so we can have a really solid base. And I don't care really much of putting it down to the eyelid because we're going to be using darker shades down there, and also the Stila liquid eyeshadow. And this look here that I'm going to be doing is basically my go-to look whenever I have like special occasions to go to, and it's just really easy. And then I just add a little zhuzh with the Stila liquid glow. So now I'm going to be going in with this shade right here, Golden Ochre, with this small brush, and it's the Morphe M506. And just focus that in the crease. This is going to act as our transition shade. And I'm not going to flick it out. I kind of just want to follow the shape of my eye socket. Now going into Raw Sienna, and also do the same thing. Same motions, just following my eye socket, going around. And then I want to go into Burnt Orange and Railgar, I think that's how you say it. Now I'm going to dip into this dark shade right here and just pat that in on the outer. And I'm just gonna blend on the edges and not go as high as I did with the others. Trying to keep it a little lower. And before I finish the lid, I'm just gonna go ahead and jump into the lower lash line. And I'm gonna do the same things, go in with Golden Ochre, use the same brush, it is the perfect size for the under eye. And then go in with Raw Sienna and Burnt Orange. And then I'm gonna go in with my favorite flat brush. So I'm gonna use that deep dark brown shade and just press that on my lower lash line and drag down. And I am gonna dip into this orange shade also and go right beneath where I placed the darker shade. So right beneath where I placed that darker shade, same motions, dragging down. And then I'm gonna go up and then blend down again. And for the Stila liquid eyeshadow, I'm gonna use this Smoldering Satin shade. So what I'd like to do is pack it right here, and I like kind of open my eyes, and then where it transfers is where I want it to end, and pat it really lightly on the edges, on the outer, just so it can blend into the shadow. And I'm gonna use the Morphe M213 and go in with these two shades right here that we used for the highlight. Apply that under the brow bone, inner corner. So now that I'm done with my eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and put eyeliner, lashes, and mascara, and I'll be right back. Alright you guys, so I'm done with my lashes. Today I tried some new lashes. They're the Lily lashes in the style Mykonos. And I like them. They feel really light. I like the hairs. They feel like really fluffy. And so far so good. I don't know how I'm gonna feel when I wear them like throughout the day. But I like them. They're really nice. I've been trying out the Lily lashes in Miami. I already wore them I think like 2-3 times, and I really like those also. So yeah, and I really like these. I feel like these look really good with the eye. I also like about these lashes that they really like flare up high. They're not like as straight. But I really like these lashes. And for lips, y'all already know what I'm gonna go in with. I'm gonna go in with the NYX Sand Beige lip liner. Nothing new here. And for my lip color today, I'm gonna go in with the Dose of Colors Barely There from the Ala Sarai collection. Alright you guys, so this is the finished look right here. I absolutely love this eyeshadow look. I do it for any special occasion. I'm really loving these lashes. I feel like it really ties in the look together. And if you guys did like how this look came out today, then please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more of me. And I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye.